This is for the first module of AEP 858, Data Analysis. I am Trevor Ashcraft, and I have recently made a transition from education to curriculum. I spent the last 10 years down in Amarillo. I went to school down at Amarillo, or down at West Texas A&M University in Canyon, Texas. After that, I spent 5 years in the classroom. So I taught kindergarten, third grade, and intervention, and I've just recently moved back to Kansas so that I could be closer to home. I'm originally from Holton, so now I am in Vermilion, which includes Centralia and Frankfort as their curriculum director. So I'm only about 40 minutes from where I grew up now. In terms of the demographics of the school, since I spent so much time in Canyon, I will probably refer to that a lot for my experience, but I'm also going to try to include some of the demographic information in terms of data analysis for Vermilion as well. In Canyon, there were 5 elementary schools across the district, 3 intermediate, 2 junior high, and 2 high schools. And through all of those schools, we had more than 4,000 students. Coming back to Kansas, it's been quite a switch because I now have 2 K-12 buildings that are in 2 separate towns, and then we also have a pre-K building, which is the 3 and the 4-year-olds, in Vermilion, which is centrally located between the 2 K-12s. In all 3 of those buildings, we have a grand total of 600 students, so it's quite a difference. Personal knowledge in terms of data and analysis. In Canyon, we were pretty heavy in data collection, looking over that and using it to drive instruction. We used Dibbles for RTI, as well as iStation and Faunus and Pinnell testing so that we could acquire the students' reading levels and determine if they were on, above, or below grade level. The state as a whole used a system called DMAC that they had created, and we would scan in all of our test local common assessments, as well as our state assessments, and then the RTI plans were also housed within DMAC so that we could have a very robust picture of where each student was. Vermilion is using quite a few similar strategies and tools, but Canyon, I think, was definitely deeper into data analysis. Vermilion is using AIMSweb, iStation, and map testing, as well as common assessments, state assessments, and ACT scores. They're not all centrally located in one report system, though. In Canyon, since they were all housed in one, we were able to look specifically into which standard specific students were missing. You could quickly see if students were missing the concept as a whole group, or if individual students needed to reteach on a specific standard. That really was helpful in making sure that we were able to boost our kids as quick as we could. So the plan and purpose throughout the duration of this course, obviously that's going to be using data to drive instruction. That data can be used to help form the RTI groups, for remediation purposes, as well as making any adjustments in instruction. And then for my personal plan through the course, I'm hoping to do a lot of intentional research into the usage, the importance of data that can be shared throughout the district, as well as get some additional tools and ideas that maybe we can help to implement, and then using a constructivist approach by discussing those tools with classmates so that I can synthesize my thoughts with some of theirs and come up with a new, more fully rounded approach.